on top of his elite level of defense. I think he the unsung hero of this series so far. Um, this makes me transition to I want to say I do not see the Lakers losing at home. However, I think whether or not they lose is dependent upon how much LeBron James really cares to win this game. Which brings up the question for me, does LeBron even care anymore at this point in his career? Do y'all think he even cares anymore?
It's starting to feel like you don't. Um, honestly, when they got swept by Denver, I kind of like opened my eyes a little bit, and it's like, and then Bronny got drafted, and something else that kind of started to make me feel like my boy is like setting up for the exit type ish, and so like he may be at a point in time where he's like, I don't have to go as hard no more because I'm on the way out. But then there's a part of me that feels like, well, no, he really cares about being the greatest basketball player ever to play the game. And so it would behoove him to at least try to get one more to kind of get notches up in the conversation. But we'll see. But yeah, that's what it's kind of starting to feel like. Edward, I ain't gonna lie to you. Um, that's a good point. Does he even care? It's like, hey, I got my son in the NBA with me while I was in the NBA. What else is there to really care about? Championships? Running up and down? The niggas jumping all on me? But again, still a GOAT, still a king. Um, who knows? I texted a friend the other day that he was playing with his food, but that's just because I was being prideful. You know, he could very well get put on up out of here, and I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm a Cowboys fan, so yeah, I'm
I,
used to.
I mean, I look at it like LeBron. LeBron's at a point where he foresaw what was going to happen if he kept this up. He's going to get hurt. He's going to be exhausted, or he's going to feel out of gas. And I think these at a certain point, I think game two was it or three, where he went off for like 20 in the first half. That was his, hey, I can do this, guys. I can still play. I can still play playoff game against a formidable challenger, and I can still compete. But what I cannot do, I cannot carry another team again. I'm at that point where he's past that point of his life. He could be a very obviously still a very valuable piece to the team, but all that extra carrying and hey, all right, y'all get behind me. Hey, y'all got to figure this out. Like I can't keep doing this. Like it's we're gonna keep wasting time at this point because the whole point of the playoffs is not to get a what you call it when you little and they want to make you feel good because you participated, a participation trophy. We don't need that. There's no participation trophies in the playoffs, and LeBron knows that by now because they hold that against him. So he's at that point where it's like, dude, if by some way we make it to the finals or even East or the Western Conference Finals, we're gonna get dusted because I'm exhausted and you guys aren't pulling your weight. I feel like game four was it? He could have won that game. If he done what LeBron does, what you can do, he could have won that game. But he needed that team to understand this ain't just me right now. I've shown you what I can do at 40 years old. I need y'all to step up. And I feel like I'm sorry. A lot of them have not been stepping up. Maybe some matchup issues, but hey, this is what the playoffs are about. It's about stepping up. It's about making those matchups, irrelevant. So I think LeBron's at this point where it's like, hey man, I proved my point. I need my teammates to play. Period. I'm over. He's over it. He's over finals appearances. He wants championships. Still, in my opinion.
Braun is reached a senior citizen status to where he's earned in some people's eyes, he's earned the grace to be considered 40 when it doesn't go the Lakers' way, but he's also gotten the praise for when it does go their way and he's 40. And so it's like two-sided. considering his career and how great and historic he's been, he's earned that right for you to like cut him slack after all he's done and given to the game. And I just think it's very interesting now how like that senior citizen discount of criticism he's been granted, where it's like when he great, oh my God, he's doing this, he's 40, he's going crazy. And now you're in the 3-1 situation, you down 3-1 or 1-3, and it's just like, bro, he 40. What y'all want him to do? It's just like, shit, I want him to keep being great and win this series. What you mean? Don't we, you played to win the game. You played to win the
You got
game.
Luka now.
So
I
yeah.
have this theory. Oh, sorry.
Nah, go, go,
Before we
go.
move on, I have this theory that LeBron's game kind of changed from the big three where they meshed, and then when he went with Kyrie, where he took on more of a leadership role and it wasn't equal. Because the big three, I thought it all was equal, and LeBron put in a little bit more because he had more athleticism. But when he got to when he got back to Cleveland, I felt like it was like just a Batman and Robin type thing, not so much a big three type thing. And then when we got to LA, I really felt like it was more so the same thing with Kyrie, but like really leveled up a little bit. And as far as his game being put the whole team on my back, so to speak. And I feel like now, good luck getting players to play up to the way the Cleveland Cavaliers played because LeBron could exert that same energy, you know what I'm saying, and you know put the put the game behind the IQ. Put the look to the game behind the IQ way faster at an NBA speed than he can now, and so it's kind of like the players to me seem as though we got LeBron, so we ain't really going not necessarily do our best, but we're not gonna get in the way. You know what I mean? And I kind of hate that. You know what I'm saying? Because we got good players. It's just they feel like, hey, we got LeBron. You know what I mean? But that's just a theory, though. Not it's just a theory.
It's a double edged sword for sure.